What's going on, guys? Don from Defiant Productions here. Gonna try one of these Sunday walks that I see a lot of these other Bitcoin YouTubers do on a Sunday, walking through the park that I'm blessed to have behind my house, getting some steps in. I got a Bitcoin app on my phone that the steps get converted to sats. Sats get sent to my Lightning wallet, so it's kind of cool. Not that I need the motivation, but it's kind of cool. Here we are sitting at 115,500 Bitcoin on a Sunday, getting close to the end of September. Officially fall, and we are in the part of the cycle that the last couple of cycles, the parabolic run kind of starts. I put a poll up on X yesterday asking people if they thought that the cycles were broken or if we were going to still see the 4-year cycle play out the way that it does. And it got me thinking about the whole 21 million thing with Bitcoin, and doing the math, anywhere around 8 billion plus people being on the planet. And if each Bitcoin was only owned by one person, and only 21 million people in the entire planet had one Bitcoin, that's makes up such a significantly small percentage of the entire global population. But we know that'll never be a reality. MicroStrategy has over 600,000 themselves. Satoshi's wallet has 1 million, and there's other Bitcoin treasury companies gobbling up Bitcoin every single week, as well as individuals like myself who own Bitcoin that don't plan to sell. So when you really look at the math and you take a look at how scarce this asset is, and here we are sitting at over 100 grand, and there's this lull, and people are, they're not really too excited right now because the price hasn't really moved that much lately. But when we start to see these parabolic runs again, whether they are parabolic or they stair step up, and we know that Bitcoin goes up forever, as the price eventually crosses 150, 200, 250, 500, gets to 1 million, and the world really starts to open their eyes and catch on to what's happening and what's going on. And only 8 billion people on the planet, only 21 million Bitcoin, and people will be fighting over literally Satoshis, not one token, not one coin. And it's just, if you can, at this point in time, if you can, get as close to whatever milestone it is that's significant to you and, your ability to earn, whether that's 0.1 Bitcoin, whether that's 0.01 Bitcoin, half a Bitcoin, quarter of a Bitcoin, or if you can get the whole Bitcoin, whatever that is, keep working towards it. This is, as I always say, for people like me, middle class nobodies, this is my only opportunity. This is my only chance. The traditional system doesn't really provide that for me. I can save in a 401k, I can save in all those bullshit, traditional assets, and, try to make it towards a retirement. I just don't see it being possible for my generation and the generation behind. I just wanted to jump on, like I said, make a couple minute video, seeing a trend. Never really did it on my channel. Throw that Sunday walk out here while the weather's still nice before the snow hits here in Western New York. I'm out here literally touching grass and thinking about Bitcoin. I had a Spaces in my ear that I was listening to before I decided to make this video. Go after it, get as many sats as you can. No excuses. All right, guys, Bitcoin down out.